Hey folks, welcome to the Mediocre Cover Band Guitar Guy. How's everybody doing out there? Well, I'm going to apologize right off the bat if I come off a bit slower than normal. I know I'm usually pretty slow, but it's been a long day. We had some family things going on and kind of just done in here now. All right, so I want to thank everybody for the support on my last video. Really appreciated it. It was great to see for the new subscribers. Thank you for coming along. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. For those who engaged on the video, awesome job as usual. Appreciated that. So today I'm going to run this one at you. Have you ever given up playing your instrument, no matter if it's bass, guitar, drums, or you played like the triangle in a speed metal band? Did you ever give up for a prolonged period of time? That's the question of the day. I've had it happen twice in my lifetime, once for 6 months and once for about a year. Both times we're coming out of a band and kind of feeling defeated. The first time I made the decision to leave based on, I told you this story before, actually. We had a bass player come in. He was playing in a band. They were looking for a drummer, and they couldn't find one, so he joined our band. And then eventually we all got replaced by his old band. They kept our name and our drummer. Some friends of mine had told me they were up rehearsing one day. We were supposed to rehearse with the whole band the next day. I went along, and of course they were all there. No one really had an explanation for it, and I was like, oh, okay. I just thought maybe it's a thing where the drummer just wanted to jam with some different people. That was cool. But then I found out these people were actually going to be in the band a few hours later. So I was like, well, okay, I'm done. Because there was never any of this shit discussed with me. So I stopped playing for a little while. I felt like I was defeated, And I gave up for about 6 months, and then I got a phone call from a guy who I went to school with, Billy Sutton. How you doing, Bill? I got a call from Bill. He'd put something together with his cousin Sean. They had another guitar player in there that wasn't really working out, and he called and asked if I'd come play. Eventually, we ended up being a trio, but it sparked everything for me because we had such a great time. Every jam, there was no ego. It was just smoking cigarettes and laughing. Like the room was literally blue from smoke all the time, like cigarette smoke everywhere. And like I said, we had a great deal of fun doing that. Eventually, Jimmy quit and Joey got married. No, seriously, I moved. I moved to a different city. Bill went on then to have the great music career that he has had since. He's been a full-time musician. He's won numerous awards. Everything is great, He's doing exactly what he wanted to do, and that's unreal. And, hats off to him. That's a major accomplishment to be where he is. I think he's on tour in the States right now, which is awesome. Then the second time, I ended up getting into another band for a while, and in 2011, everything just kind of went sideways in my life, and I ended up leaving that band. I don't even really know if I just left. I just never went back, I guess. And they continued on. God love them, and kept the name going for a little bit longer, as long as they could, until eventually it was done. And anyway, I didn't play for about a year. I went from August of 2011 to September of 2012, where I didn't touch the guitar at all. And then one day, I think I was on my way to Rainbow Lake, and we were going up drilling some oil. And I thought to myself, did you really start your journey with the instrument? Did you start playing music to hear your guitar, or did you start playing guitar to hear music? And when I came up with the answer, I decided when I got home, and then I ended up coming home for good shortly after that trip. When I wasn't flying back and forth anymore, I decided I was going to put something together. Me and my partner did, and Tammy and we put a band together, and we've been doing it ever since. And that lit a fire. So it's good. That's what music should always do. So the $64 question to everybody out there right now who's done that, what was your motivation in getting back to playing? What led you back to, if you went back, like what got you motivated to keep going and keep going and keep going? That's something I'd like to know. In regards to my last video, I had somebody send me a message via Facebook and say I was way too diplomatic on my reasoning for the music community, music scene here going to shit. Yes, I was. And I'm not going to touch on that in this video. I'm actually going to touch on that later the week on some more thoughts on music communities. And one of the big things that's going on with this one that's been under my skin for a while that I haven't, because, you never want to burn bridges, but I say, let the bridges I burn light the way. All right, guys. Peace.